Hello.
We are the tribe from the north, we're brave and we're bold. Defeating our rivals never gets old. Making our way to the Big Sky Conference. Watch out, 'cause here comes the silver and gold. Whoa, whoa. This is Tubbs at the Club for the Vandals of Idaho.
Oh gosh, hi guys. It's been a while since I've done a little post-game recap for the women's team, but here we are. Potentially final regular season game in Mem Gym. I wouldn't say ever, but potentially. And then it was also senior day for four members of the women's team. And yeah, it's been a while. How are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. But as always, Tubbs of the Club is brought to you by Montucky Cold Snacks. Ain't nothing like cracking a Montucky Cold Snack, the ultra-refreshing light beer poured in the majestic Big Sky country. The best part is, when you crack a snack, you're giving back. Montucky Cold Snacks donates 8% of all profits back to local causes, even right here in Idaho, supporting organizations like the CW Hogs and Idaho Food Bank. Yeehaw, that's freaking awesome. Montucky Cold Snacks, the light American lager for powwow rippers, gator wranglers, pony riders, and badass do-gooders. Visit montuckycoldsnacks.com today to find out how to get ya ass some snacks. And then moving along, I know it's going to be a little compact here, but moving along to Around the Bar, brought to you by Hughes River Expedition. Needing summer vacation plans that even COVID-19 can't ruin, there's an option right in your back door. Venture into the largest protected wilderness in the continental United States for the ultimate form of social distancing. Hughes River Expeditions has run first-class trips on rivers in the West since 1976. Enjoy a multi-day trip down the Middle Fork of the Salmon River Canyons, the Selway, or even special trips like the one you see on the Perside meteor shower. Camp on pristine beaches, hike amazing trails, spot elusive wildlife, soak in beautiful natural hot springs, take in the history along the river, and let HRE handle everything else. Hughes River Expeditions is Vandal owned and ready to take you on the vacation of a lifetime. Booking now through the 2023 season. Don't miss out, and check them out at hughesriver.com or give them a call at 800-262-1882. What are you waiting for? Find out what it's all like to grab a paddle, catch it, and ride the bull all throughout the Gem State. Call them now at 800-262-1882. Now, there was one game you can see on the screen here. They won. Idaho won. I was like, I'm not going to lie. It was a little surprising to me, not that they won, but just the score and the manner in which it happened in. I was kind of half expecting a close. I knew there was going to be COVID issues. I didn't think it was going to be. I didn't think it would be bad like it was. I didn't think it was going to be as bad as, say, the Weber State or Eastern games, but it was the exact same. You're missing 5 players, down to only eight players total, 8 players total. But it was still a good game for me. I think this game, they are missing 2 of their they are missing. So this game for Montana today, they are missing Gina Markson, Beyonce, Haley Christopher, Riley Alexander, and Champney Pulliam. For me, I hope they're doing all right. I hope they'll be all right and okay for the Big Sky Conference title, Big Sky Conference Championship tournament next week down in Boise, starting next Tuesday. Yeah, they still managed. This team still managed a 20-point win versus a Montana team that went. As far as the notes I have are 12-9 overall, the 9-7 in conference. I don't know if that's pretty accurate, but still, it's still a good Montana team that's fighting for a first round bye in the conference standings. Let me just go over some quick stats for you right now before I go into a little bit more my reaction to the game. Cindy Gain led the way with 23 points, 6 assists. Seniors, it was also senior night, so a little shout out to the seniors. Gabby Harrington had 19 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals against her former school in the Montana Lady Grizz. Nina Carlson had 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block and a steal. Ellison Kirby had a double-double with 10 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. Natalie Klinker had 8 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. It just, to me, kind of showed that this team has the depth. This team has depth. Even when you're missing 2 of your 3, what I'd call heavy hitters, your Gina and Beyonce, they still showed me that they can hang with anybody. They can hang with anybody, play with anybody on any day of the week, and they will still show up and fight. Now, I thought this game was going to be a lot closer, maybe like a 3-5 point win. Once I saw and heard who was going to be out, I thought it was going to be a lot closer, and they managed to pull out a 20-point win on senior night. It was not what I was expecting at all, and not. I don't think anybody is expecting this. Maybe Coach Newley on the coaching staff and the players expected it, but I sure as hell did not expect that at all. Yeah, I think just another thing I have is it was a great team performance, and everybody who was available stepped up to fill in the hole stepped up to help the team when they are down 5. When you are down 5 players, and not relying on your 2-star player instead of being like the Weber State and Eastern games where you're missing more or less 5 roller bench players. You're missing 2 of your 3 big players, and you're still able to pull out a performance like that. That just, to me, goes to show how well this team is coached, how well the team, like how disciplined the team is to not get into a lot of foul. There was some foul trouble, but not bad, and just goes to show how well-rounded this team is and how well this team is ready for the future. They are, I think what goes to show, they're just a very, very good team that is just built for anything, built for any playing style, built for any sort of tempo. They're built for anybody in the Big Sky. And yeah, they lost 3 games, I think, in the conference regular season so far, but they can hang with anybody. They can beat anybody. They can beat anybody. This team's good. And it just, yeah, this team is really, really good. So kind of moving on, I know they kind of mentioned this earlier in the beginning of the show, beginning of the little recap. This was, I don't know if it's for sure the last game in MGM, but the last one for a little bit, kind of just going off of things. My favorite, like, I'm kind of curious to hear what some of your favorite games in MGM were for men's basketball and women's basketball. I know mine for the men's was it's kind of not like a big game, but maybe it's a big game because it's versus Montana, but still, it's not like a notable game. I don't think a lot of people might remember, but it was a double overtime game versus Montana in 2015. It was double overtime games are fun. You have to kind of think about things a lot. You have to dig deep. And though I was in the pep band for it, it was still, we had to come up with a bunch of different stuff for distracting the Montana players. A new chance during free throws, distractions for the men's game. We had my friend Jack, who some of you might know as Dancing Man from YMCA. He walked off the stage, cheer caught him, of course. But it was just kind of, it was just a fun, entertaining game to be at. Now, women's basketball game in MemGym, it's no doubt what it is. It's the WIT second round game versus Denver. That place was rocking. They had the insanely hot third quarter, 36-9 run. I think, the loudest I've ever heard in MemGym in the almost 9 years I've been in Moscow, and to me was a proper send off for Taylor Pierce, Michaela Friends as Idaho Vandal, as to have them be their final home game as Idaho Vandals. And if you have any moments you'd like to share, just if you're curious, I'm curious to see what some of your favorite Mem Gym moments are that you've witnessed or been a part of. Share them, tweet them at me. I'd love to see them, and maybe I'll retweet them too if you ever want to. Now, moving on to the next and kind of final part of this show, it was senior day, so you can kind of see on screen now. It was the final home game for Nina Carlson, Ellison Kirby, Natalie Klinker, and Gabby Harrington. It was I don't know exactly how to say what I'm kind of saying. I have some notes, but it's kind of sweet, got a viewer. What to say, but it was. Yeah, we watched them come in, and we watched them come to the school we all love and support as freshmen back in 2017-18 season, getting second place in regular season, making it to the conference finals, and then also making it to the WNIT that round. And then we watched this team, I wouldn't say grow, but they've just been super consistent over this senior class's tenure at Idaho. And I was kind of writing this out. I kind of found a theme for it. As sophomores, won the regular season conference title before unfortunately getting knocked out in the semis by Portland State. And then they went on a great run to the third round of the WNIT tournament As juniors, they got second in conference again, avenging last season's heartbreaking loss to Portland State in the quarterfinals, and then getting a great 56-54 performance, then beating in-state rivals Idaho State 66-51 to be riding a 7-game winning streak, only to have the opportunity to play Montana State in the conference tournament ripped away from them due to the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. Then brings us to their season that they just played under, I don't call it different or unusual circumstances. No or limited fans in most games. No bands in the stands to cheer them on to victory. No post-game handshakes, spread out bench seating, games getting canceled or postponed due to COVID issues. But here they are. They just completed their regular season. Here they are. Everyone's right. Here they are right now. Just completed their last regular season game wearing the silver and gold in Moscow. The regular season may have ended, but they still have the conference tournament to play down in Boise. And let me be the first to say, I probably won't be the first or last to say this to any of these four women. Thank you, Nina Carlson, Ellison Kirby, Natalie Klinker, and Gabby Harrington for everything you've brought to the Vandal women's basketball program on and off the court, and for the continued success you have brought and built upon from previous classes. I hope to maybe catch you all at games at the ICC Arena this fall, also known as the house that John Neely built. But yeah, it's been a fun 4 years with this class, finishing no lower than second in the conference, winning the conference regular season title once. I think for me, I know it's kind of this class for me was consistency. They were consistent throughout the 4 years they were a part of it and just brought a continued level of success to the program. Now, closing the bar, thank you to all our Patreon subscribers. And if you want to join, you can go to patreon.com/Tubs of the Club. Thank you to our Tub Club members, Dallas Hammer, Nick Weber, Mathew, Janicek, and Daryn Cozak. Tub Token members, Nick Stutzman, Premium Drink Token, Dave Ellison, Taylor Cash. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're watching this right now, if you haven't already, so you can stay up to date on all of our shows, football post-game reaction shows, men's, women's basketball post-game reaction shows, the weekly podcast episodes. Or check out any of our older interviews, like the Taylor Pierce Michaela Friends episode, for example, or the Kristen Armstrong interview, which is kind of still surreal to me because you don't get to interview gold medalist all that often. And now that's it for me, and now it's time for the best band in all the land to play us out with the beer song. Go Vandals.